You know, part and parcel of the problem, if you are people like Meghan and Harry, is that basically what you lose sight of is whether they're your true friends or your paid friends. We've seen this time and time again, haven't we, when you think about it? Ellen DeGeneres was a super friend when she was very powerful, of course, on the daytime TV show before she had to abscond over here to the Cotswolds in the United Kingdom to try and salvage something of a career. What makes it more interesting, of course, is if you are Harry and Meghan, well, really, what do you do to kickstart that particular career? Well, according to a very well-placed source within the Montecito mansion, Meghan really is not giving up on her dream to become something of a global, well, icon. You know, it's as simple as that. She truly believes she has many gifts to offer the world. And as I told you, Prince Harry's getting more and more deflated, but what else can he do? He has to go along with these particular remits. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting, because apparently, according to her team that are very sycophantic around her, well, now this is happening. As ever, let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for joining me on a sort of not too tight, not too late as it were, but a nice little spot I've found here that's very secure, don't worry. And of course, not only secure, but quite reasonable lights too at this time of day. This is the trouble, isn't it? In the depths of winter, do you find that? You have to either get out early shopping or else you feel like you're getting up and literally getting up late and going to bed early because it's just dark all the time. You've got to get out, haven't you? It's not easy, I know, because it's just, well, yes, what's that phrase? Yeah, the mind's willing, but the body's weak, isn't it? I think both of mine are like that anyway. I can't be bothered. You know, you kind of look and think, I'd love to win the lottery. Did you read about that person, though, who apparently has not claimed their 177 million lottery winner? It's you? Well, there you go. Well, what are you doing watching this? You need to get down there. Can you imagine, though, if you kind of can't find your ticket, maybe you even know it is you, 177 million. Would that be enough for you? No. I thought not. You look the sort. Be enough for me, yes. Well, could get a new flask, I could get some jammy Dodgers. I've got simple taste in life. Unlike, of course, the person we're talking about today, Meghan Markle. Certainly not got simple taste in her life, has she? Clearly she likes the good life. Nothing wrong with that. I understand that. But now where it gets really interesting, on a more serious note, is, as I told you recently, Goop, headed by Gwyneth Paltrow, has had to lay off so many staff. And as I also said, you know, I'm not shocked by this. People cut down when they have to cut down, don't they? That's the gig. You just think, well, I can't afford that, that's going away, end of. So those little luxuries, the cranky stuff of life, goes. Now, I told you that staff have not exactly been forthcoming for Meghan and her building empire, including finding a CEO. But here's where it gets even more interesting, because according to the team working around her, with all of these other lifestyle brands, you know, people like Rihanna, Jessica Alba, you know, Gwyneth, you name it, they're all at it. Well, the bigger problem now, this is what's happening apparently, is that they see a clear path for Meghan to be the ground leader. And the reason behind this is quite simple. They tell her that nobody can pick up as much PR internationally than her, and whatever she will be selling, literally in that American Riviera orchard brand, when she finally gets it together, even though she's had to now ask for extra time, this is because they want to get it 100% right. And apparently, according to her team around her, as I say, that tell her everything that she wishes to know. Well, once that's up and running, the world will be your oyster and you will become the #1 brand. Now, you might laugh at this, but I've worked with many celebrities who literally believe every single word. You know, a couple of years back now, there was a girl group member called Jessie Nelson, right? She was going to be the next big thing. It didn't happen. A single didn't take off. And now she's back to obscurity. There are lessons to be learned in show business, and it doesn't matter how well you pay your staff. When it goes wrong or you fire them, they'll suddenly scatter, a little bit like cat litter. But for Meghan Markle, apparently, she still believes that she has a chance to take the crown of being a global lifestyle brand ambassador. Now, what's wrong with that? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.